Microphone test one. I'm far away. Microphone test one. Got the desktop microphone over there on. It's across the room. Says got you by the balls. She's got you by the balls. She's singing with the AC/DC. She's got you by the balls. Microphone test one. I'm far away. Microphone test. I don't like that noise reduction. I want to reduce it. A little scratchy even on the feed. Okay, let's try that, baby. Let's see if that's better. Do we got a better reception this time? We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1, gotta wait a 30-second delay. While I'm waiting, I'll go and switch over to the PlayStation 5. Let's try that, baby. Let's see if that's better. We got a better reception. Oh, the air conditioner is what's causing the noise reduction. So I'm gonna put it back on full blast. Okay, I can't complain too much because it's the air conditioning working. So I'm just gonna leave the noise reduction on the full blast and let it be scratchy. That air conditioner was pretty noisy in that microphone. Okay, but we can't complain there because it's been hot as hell. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, it's been really hot lately, so I'm not gonna complain. Now, last night was pretty cool. We come out of that turnbuckle show last night, that wrestling show. They did a good job last night. Okay, I'm gonna get the stream started and I'll be right back. Yeah, I should be ready to start here in just a bit. I haven't decided whether I go back. Let's go back to Mortal Kombat. You know, I was doing that this morning. Who was I playing? Oh yes, I remember now. Who was I fighting that I kept losing to? Lord, I don't remember. Start here in just a bit. I haven't decided. Who was I fighting with? I was fighting with somebody this morning, and I didn't beat him. Who was it? I didn't. I got something in front of my. It's my webcam. Dang it! Hold on. Be right back. I don't know what the fuck's happening on my thing here. Hold on just a second. I may have to stop the stream and start over. Got to make sure my mic is still working. We gotta wait 30 seconds for that. Remote back there. I remember I was playing her. Got to make sure my mic is still working. Okay, I remember I was playing her, but I don't remember who she was playing against that I couldn't defeat. Who was that? Well, we're just gonna start over. I guess I don't battle him again. Boy, it's hot today. It ain't cool like it was last night when we was leaving Turnbuckle. Indeed, I probably shouldn't have played these newer consoles, but they put out more heat. I probably should have went with Xbox One today. And I could even play this on the Xbox One. Indeed, I've got Jason in them on the Xbox One. I didn't purchase this on this, so I got the free copy. I mean, on this one, I've got it purchased on the Xbox. I don't have it purchased on Sony. I got the free one.
As you were.
Round 2.
Well, my hair ain't froze up. I shouldn't have turned the thermostat on full blast. It's just so hot. I know if I let it run a little bit, it's better than nothing at all.
Finish him.
KTFO'd.
These little teeny air conditioners are crap.
Sonya wins.
I'm not even sure my window would take a bigger one. That was one of the things I considered when I was buying a new one to replace this old one with. It's still running, the only reason I hadn't dealt with it because I don't feel good. I thought it was going to play out last summer, and when I seen them on sale, I got one. I just haven't put it in yet. This one's on its last legs. The thermostat already makes that noise they make when they're about to... You know, they start making a noise when they're about to give out, and it's making it. Oh, the doppelganger. The doppelganger. Happy Father's Day, y'all! You know, I talk about my father a lot on my stream.
Round 1. Fight.
sometimes didn't like the way he treated me, but then now I see things the way he sees things. The way he's seen things. He didn't want me growing up being a lazy bum. He didn't want me growing up being a lazy bum, y'all. He tried to teach his kid better. And I appreciate it so much.
No pain, no gain.
Round 2. Fight.
That's why I don't let petty things get in the way of you and your fighter. Enjoy them while they're here. Because you'll think of the good times and the bad times when you get to missing them. Sometimes you can just see the bad. Right before he died, boy, those were some tremendous years. We went through a lot of junk those last 2 years. Those last 3 years he was alive. Bunch of junk. We had to relocate. Live in an apartment for 6 months that we hated. We was always used to home life. We had a house. We didn't live in apartments. We hated it. Had to listen to the schmucks upstairs. The schmucks upstairs drive you crazy.
Finish her.
Retirement my ass.
Sonya wins. Sonya blade. Katana.
Ready to get knocked for a loop?
What does that mean exactly?
You'll know in a minute.
Round 1.
Yeah, it froze up. Let me pause for a second. I'm gonna let it pause. I don't even know how to pause on this. There we go. I found it. That very year he died, he had this idiot neighbor aggravating the piss out of him. He called him numbnuts. He would call him numbnuts. And I won't tell you about them motherfuckers. It made me mad. My mama I was gritting my teeth. His fucking mother had enough nerve to come to his fucking funeral. His, what do you call that? The thing, the funeral home. Boy, I sat there, that was one time when I was actually there. I wanted to tell that bitch to go on. This motherfucker literally aggravated him his last year of his life. Last 6 months. And I tell you this, we found out how, to the exact date he died, there's this big limb in the yard. He wanted to beat that motherfucker with that limb. And he was carrying it around in his hand. We was getting on to him because, you know, he got in trouble if he had him. Well, he died the exact month after he was carrying that limb. My sister said that thing was heavy. They said he went down real fast because if he was toting that just a month before he died, that limb was heavy. He wanted to literally knock that piece of shit into the next world with that limb. She beat me. He aggravated him for the last year of his life there. A year, 6 months, whatever it was. This piece of shit. And then this damn mother had enough nerve to come to the funeral. I wanted to tell that bitch off. I really did. I was biting. Because I was thinking, you people have the nerve. I'm going to reach your eye.
Raiden's princess.
Round 1, fight.
I know I cussed. I don't care. Some people deserve to be cussed. Some lowlives in this world deserve to be cussed. That's why I have a problem. People says you're a racist if you don't like the word all lives matter. No, I have a problem with that. I think lowlives don't matter. I'm talking about lowlives. I'm not talking about people on race or any of that stuff. I'm talking about people of all color lowlives. You're a fucking lowlife. You don't matter to me. Indeed, I say straighten up or go home. Fucking lowlives. That's why I have a problem saying it. Because some things don't matter. I don't think pedophiles matter. Indeed, I think they're the lowest of the low. My daddy did too, by the way. He wanted, you know that old thing that got caught there, whatever his name was, Sandusky or whatever. He thought he should be rounded up by the town and put up in Times Square, or the town square, not Times Square, for everybody to see as an example about what you do to a pedophile. Sandusky. He thought I should have been hung in the town square. She beat me again. His name was Sandusky, wasn't it? I don't remember. He's probably connected to Eppenstein. Is my tuner moving again? Or is that just the way to stream? Can't tell.
Sonya Blade.
Got questions for you, Katana.
No doubt I have answers.
Next time I get a computer, I'm going to make sure it's capable of streaming and playing games. I'm going to be picky. I'm not going to just take the first thing that comes along. See, back in the old days, that didn't matter to me. Because I mostly just used them for chat, internet. But I'm finding out it matters when you... Now, the thing about this one, it had a pretty good sized memory for a cheap computer.
No pain, no
You know, a lot of them only have 2 GB, it had 4 GB. But the memory ain't all it needs. One, it ain't got no room to install any apps. It's filled with just the fucking Windows. I pretty much uninstalled everything off of it and moved them over, and it's still telling me it's in the red. So it's pretty much filled up with the fucking Windows. It's like them damn Androids you buy that you can't put nothing on. I've had to uninstall everything just to put my music apps on it. I beat her! I beat her! Finally! After 3 times.
retirement my ass.
Sonya wins.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to another game. See what I want to play. I can't play anything. I have to get the disc out. And unfortunately, most of the stuff I've got with the PS4 are discs. /5. If there's a PS4 version, I get the PS4 version. I don't care about that. It's one that takes too much room anyway. That's ridiculous. Like when I was buying WWE, they were the same price. But I thought, well, I got that old PS4 in there. I can play it on it in another room if I want to. I don't never play it. But one, I had trouble with it from the very get-go. That game was nothing. I'll probably never... That turned me off about buying games at brand new. I'll probably never do it again. We'll see. We'll see. I did upgrade this to the 5, but I wanted to see what it looked like. You know, they made a little bit of changes to it. They made the graphics clearer and stuff. A lot of times that doesn't matter to me. I just thought, well, since they was giving it away, I'd try it. I wouldn't have bought it. Because I already have this game in many formats. I've got it on a PS3. I found the PS3 copy, but I couldn't fit it on my PS3. It was too big for it. I'm going to tell you, I installed all my old games. I should have just left them on there. I installed them. I still didn't have room for that game. Still didn't have room for that game. So I just forgot it. I wanted to see what it looked like in its old days. You know, I didn't get it in the beginning, and they say the PS3 version is the one that still looks like it did. I let the negative talkers influence me. You see, that's why I try not to do that. Because if I hadn't found that $2 GTA, what was it, San Andreas, I would have probably continued to stay away from it. Because, you know, something, you can't blame video games. You might be able to blame it for a little bit, like, say, in connection with some other things, like maybe some drugs or alcohol. But you can't just completely blame the video game. Like me, I do all kinds of crazy shit in this game. But I wouldn't do none of that in real life. None of it. I don't believe in it. I believe in Jesus. Sometimes I'll even make her drink. I'm drinking life. I sat in a bar all night and never touched a drink. I've even had people come pass through at times that were say, want me to buy you a drink? I say, nah. I've never drunk in my life except for a little bit of a beer that I couldn't even stomach. I was having real bad kidney problems. And my daddy, I think, or my mama, one, was having a kidney problem. And they had some rarity, had some around. I just turned 21. I was turning 21 that year. And I thought, well, I'll try it. Boy, I took 3 sups of that thing. Ugh! My daddy said, he come in and said, I know they taste terrible, don't they, son? You see why I don't like them? I don't know how to rest it. Well, I have tasted whiskey before. It was too harsh for me. They made me some cough syrup out of it one time with some honey. It was too strong for me even with the honey. Burnt my freaking throat out. I don't just not drink because of religious religions, so you don't need to. People don't need to get that hit in their head. Oh, he's one of those Jesus freaks. He won't. No, it ain't that. If I wanted to do it, believe me, I'd do it. That Jesus wouldn't stop me from doing it. Because sometimes I have to beg him to stop me from doing some bad things that I don't like. And it still don't work. I just have self-will not to do it because, one, I don't want to. See, that's what's so bad. If you want to do something, sometimes if I want it, I don't stop it. And I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to have a bad attitude. But I still want to cuss people out if they piss me off or do something wrong. They get on my nerves, I want to cuss them out, and most of the time I do. But then, no, that's not the Christ way. He tells us in his Bible how to be. Well, what I'm trying to say is you can't just blame one thing for everything. Like, yeah, it might, like, say if they, I'm just saying this in hyper terms, like, say, they sit down and they plot out their little plan, and they, like, say, go in and get a shooter game and try to get themselves good at shooting without having to actually shoot. And they sit and they practice that to build their thing. Well, then they used it for that reason. But it's still just like the gun, you can't blame it. They just used that tool to prepare themselves. And the gun was really there for your defense. It's not really there for offensive reasons. It's really there for your protection. But people uses it for that. See what I'm saying? I bet I'm in the real world. I bet I didn't switch to the fake world. We'll see. If I get blowed up, I'm gonna know it. Or if I see names on the screen. Yeah, you just can't blame one thing. I stayed away from it because I was hearing about all the bad things that was in it. Boy, I sure have enjoyed playing. Indeed, this game, my main game I play. See, I was robbing myself of fun. I have fun exploring the world and doing. I mean, I don't never get much missions done. But I enjoy running from the cops, and I enjoy messing with the NPCs. I enjoy taking the missions every once in a while. I just always fail at them, and like every other game I fail at. Unless it's a fighting game. Fighting and wrestling games are the only things I don't completely 100% fail at. Now, with the exception, and you still, even, I know one could say that, yeah, I cheated in them Resident Evils back then. But the thing about it is, you had to actually play the game to solve the things. If you used them crate things for the missions, boy, you mess yourself up at times. You had to go start all over. Because sometimes it depended on you finding that item to trigger something. So really, the only thing that you could really credit to my success in defeating those Resident Evil games was the fact that I had the extra life to do it. I didn't have to just die all over again and lose my spot. Sometimes if you didn't have a save, you lost everything. That's the only thing that saved. But you know, even they even had Resident Evil. Even was, I mean, Capcom was even good. Had an answer for that. You see, there was these certain scenes that if you died anyway. Like say, it cut you in two or squashed you. You died anyway. So sometimes even those cheats didn't help you there. So you still solved the game. It just made it easier. It just gave. It's sort of like Pac-Man when you got a bunch of lives or a bunch more lives or something like that. It wasn't really. In other words, it really didn't really profit you if you was going to cheat to cheat. In other words, you was going to completely cheat, which I didn't really see no sense in anyway. Because what's the fun in that? I mean, I just didn't want to die a gazillion times and lose my spite at times. So I would turn on the extra lives. Indeed, I usually didn't use them for most games. with the exception of Duke Nukem. And you know the new Duke Nukem, when those new people bought it and they re-put it out for that 20th anniversary, they actually put it in there where you could hit the buttons and you gave yourself those cheats. So they actually built it in the game where you could have the extra life. Sort of like how I used to turn it on the Game Sharks. I like that even better because it's built in the game. All games should do that. I know there's these people who are so picky about cheat. But I mean, if it's just extra lives, what does it matter? I tore that car all to pieces. She beat that business up. It won't make it because I didn't have it far enough yet. It's fell right on the side. Oh, look at that cloud move. It's a neat cloud. And she found her still in car victim. Bye-bye, lady. My mom might as well talk to me for a sec. I forgot what I was talking about before she asked me that question. Well, I guess it don't matter. It was probably about her. I was probably talking about her still in that car or whatever. Bad, boom, ba 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 ba. She's bad. You know what I like about her? And I've might have sort of intentionally done this way. I hadn't made her have nothing to prove. She's not trying to prove no feminist points. But she's a badass woman. And she's doing things that they would make male criminals do. And she's not trying to do that for that reason. But I'm just making her bad to the bone and she's got nothing to prove. In other words, she's a badass woman. She's got nothing to prove. You know, a lot of times when they're making these roles for women, they just make them as a token. I do sort of somewhat because I see things differently. I think men and women can equally be good and equally be bad. God made us equal. He just made us good at different things. He made women good at things that men are not good at, and men at good at things that women aren't good at. He made women mothers with the intent to be mothers, and men with the intent to be fathers. Let's put it that way. That's the way God made them. He made them mothers and fathers. And even if you're not a mother and father, He made you with them capabilities to be a mother and father. And that's one thing our society has dumbed people down on. They've robbed the male and female roles. But at the same time, she ain't got nothing to prove. She just is. Because one, I want to see a pretty girl on my screen. And two, I like making her be bad. So she's bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad. What's that say? Protect the munitions. Wonder where they're at. I'll have to find them on the map. Bye. Bye. She ain't got nothing to prove. Bye. Bad bone. I'm sure there's women out there that like those bad rows of the men. And wanted to be the bad row. And the woman to be told she couldn't be the bad row. Because she's a woman. Bad to the bone, but I shouldn't be talking about that. So then I'm giving into it. You know what I'm saying? Bad to the bone. Bad. But I don't mean to give into it. I just see us as equal. Bad to the bone. I see a woman getting up there singing bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. I know Joan Jett could do something like that. Boy, she has always broken stereotypes. Get her something to drink while the police is out there. Now, ain't that funny? She's taking time there. The police is after her. And she's getting her a freaking drink. She's getting her a freaking soda. Now she's just going to calmly walk back to her car. She's got one right here to steal. The door was open. That means that guy's wanting it. That door was open. That means that guy's wanting it. She got the police on his ass, and now she's... Happy Fighters Day to all the fighters out there. I'll probably never be a fighter, and that made me thank God. I don't know what I could offer to this world. Whether it would be a good thing or not. So once again, that's the society program. They wanted to depopulate. Depopulate. I better shut up, so I'll be talking. Talk that they don't. Big tech. Even make consoles. Yes, a depopulationist. So that'd be one of the subjects they won't want you talking about. Even the guy that owns my streaming site. I believe he's one. So I can't talk about this subject. Boy, I could cut the... No, I can't cut the mic because I'm recording and streaming from the computer, dang it. That's the woe of doing that. I can't cut the mic. Damn it. I'll just have to shut up. They want men and women to not feel confident in their roles about being a mother or a fighter. But their plan is to stop having people from having babies. That's one big ups I have to give to some of them foreigners. They have as many babies as they want. They ain't paying attention to the depopulation plans. That's why they got to keep creating ways to kill them. That's one thing I got to admire about the foreigners. You ever watch the foreigners? They have 8 or 9 children. And they don't care about the obstacles of being poor, not being able to afford it. They find a way. Even if they have to get out here and come to America and get on welfare programs, they find a way to have them babies. Because there's somebody trying to extinct these people. They're actually been against standing up against the extinction by reproducing more. You know what I'm saying? I admire that. Because it's a countdown to extinction. You know, Dave Mustaine had that song about the animals. But they're doing the humans that way too. Countdown to extinction. Dun, dun, dun. It's one of my favorite songs. All are gone, but I do it on karaoke once. This is it. This is the countdown to it. I sure was glad I got to see the anniversary of that album. You know, when it was playing at full. That was one of the albums I got to see. And they were one of my two favorites. Rest in peace in that one. I got to see both of those tours. Thankful. Countdown to extinction. All I gonna but one. But I wouldn't be physically or mentally capable of taking care of a kid. Truly, I wouldn't be able to. Can't hardly take care of myself. Indeed, I'm gonna tell you, I cried my eyes out. Oh, it's somebody on a motorcycle. I cried my eyes out. Oh, I got blew up. I got blew up. Yes, I got blew up. I cried my eyes out because I wasn't able to take care of my cat. This guy on the motorcycle again. I won't bite him. See if I can find me a car. Oh, he's gonna bite me though. He must be the one that blew me up. He had a cool jacket on. Okay, let's see. If I can get away from him, I'm gonna get away. I hope it ain't somebody's car. I have decided I'm never adopting another one. Woohoo! I got killed again. And you even heard him speak. I'll let him have fun. I was about ready to get off it. See if I'm still in the car. Got the blue one, as I said before. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Actually running from real people this time. Cops. I hate NPC cops. See, I don't take it personal. A lot of people, they take that personal. Because they get mad, screaming, "Fuck you!" I don't take it personal. Like those people at the tournaments. They get fighting mad and they get banned even in life. That's ridiculous, by the way. Nobody should get banned in life for a game. Even if they had a bad attitude. And that shouldn't have any effect on their job if they don't do that on their job. Now, if they do it on their job, get rid of it. That's no business. It's not a place for that. My daddy, I'm going to tell you, he was a badass in his own right. But he served those stores. He got out of line several times. He got in trouble for it. He had this thing about pitting people against each other. And I think they actually got reprimanded one time for that. But other than that, he was usually, like if a customer come in there, they wanted to bring something back. He never gave, you know these ones that gives you the attitude? He wouldn't like that. He just gave them their refund. He even got an award that the glue would come apart on it, and I would put the thing together and put it back up there. I'd always do that. I'd notice, oh, the award fell off again. So I would put it back on there. Put it back up on the wall. For 20 years of service at them convenience stores, he'd work his way all the way up to manager. He'd start out at the bottom. He would work his way up to assistant manager and then manager. But he had this thing about pitting people against each other. He liked seeing fights. He actually got fired for that one time. Because they reported him. Yeah, boys, a fight! He was bad at that, y'all. That's probably what he was doing with us. He probably liked just seeing the fight. He probably wanted the fight. But you know, he could have gotten in trouble for a lot of worse things. What about these people to get in trouble for really bad things? So, I hear them blowing up things. You hear them? I like it. Sometimes I don't want to deal with it, but then other times I don't mind. And then I get a kick out of it sometimes. Sometimes they'll do things that I can't do. You know, I don't buy nothing. I'm cheap. In other words, if I take the money I can get. So I have to live with a means that I have to get what I like. Sometimes she gets up there and tells you, you're in a fish at sponge. Well, I just be in a fish at sponge. It's raining. It's the city. That when we would go to travel, we would either go to Atlanta or we go to Atlanta. I used to have two songs I'd wrote. Welcome to the Jungle and Move to the City. In the beginning it was Move to the City. But then as Atlanta got really bad, you know, it's gotten really bad now. So that's post 2020. That was some the year of rage. It was real bad down there. I mean, people was getting shot and everything. Poor kids were getting shot. Well, I eventually changed the song to Welcome to the Jungle. But it was already getting bad. When we was hearing the bad news about it even before 2020. I want to go to them concerts. We won't go down there at all anymore. Even if I want to see somebody, we won't go. It's so bad we won't go down there. We were going down there. That's where we seen Megadeth. That's where we seen Guns N' Roses. That's where we seen Slayer, Marilyn Manson. Let's see who all we seen. Kiss. Motley Crue. Did we see Motley? When have I seen them in Nashville? We seen Atlanta too. I remember because the little bald schmuck run up to me that time and told me my camera didn't fit the standards of a camera. It was a little, I mean, it had a little lens on it that flipped around, but that little lens was crap. He told me my camera didn't fit the standards of a camera on their list because it had that rotating lens. It's really just a rotating lens. The little bald schmuck told me I couldn't use it because it didn't fit the standards. It did fit the standards. It was worse standards. That was one of the worst cameras. It was a Sony. It was one of the worst fucking cameras I ever had. It moved. It flopped around. The videos from it. They shot some of my worst videos with that camera. He told me because it had the rotating lens on it that it counted as a lens. But it's just the way the camera was built. There's a little web camera. What it was is for filming, but it wasn't that good. It Well, it was okay, but it wasn't that good. King of the castle. The king of the castle. Oh! That's why I love this game. Do you ever hear me whoa that much in other games? Well, Fallout's kind of neat when you're not getting killed every few minutes. It's gotten where now every 5 minutes I'm walking, I get killed. I used to sort of play Fallout like I did this game. But I have more fun in this because you can't drive in Fallout. I mean, you ought to at least be able to find a fucking bicycle. Bicycles don't take no energy. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get off here in a minute. I'm starting to feel tired. I was wanting a good game on this. Indeed, I wanted to do a multi-console stream today. Different consoles, including some of my classics. But I just don't have the energy. Maybe I'll pick up and do some of them other consoles later. Night. So signing on a GTA. I'm actually driving pretty good this time. I'm not hit nothing. Also learned how to use the gas pedal. It's hard steering with a stick though, y'all know that? It's kinda hard steering with a stick. I can get it if my hands are working just right. I'm gonna try though, cause that's what builds skill. You learn from many eras. Well, I'm actually driving. Doing it. I'm actually driving and not just running like a crazy person. I need to really get me a license. I never did. Whoa. Hold on. Because I can see pretty, my eyes, I do have issues, but I can see pretty good. I could drive. Sometimes I even see things off the road. Stop. Get my attention in this game. But, you couldn't do that in real life. Couldn't let stuff get your attention. You have to concentrate on what you're doing. So that's sort of what I'm doing now. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it. Switch views. Oh, I don't know how to switch views. I hadn't figured out how to switch views on the PS5. I was going to do it from the window. Were you like you're really driving? Be careful, though. The light, is it red? It's red. Stop at the red. Not supposed to be that close. Indeed, you're not supposed to be above this line. Is it green? Yeah, it's green. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're not supposed to be above that line. We see people do it all the time, but you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to sit right behind the line. That's one thing I remember from school. When I had the driver's ed. Some idiots pull right up to the light. We'll watch them. Even after they've stopped, they'll pull straight up to that light. Okay. Of course, I didn't see the line there, so I guess it wouldn't matter there. I'm just testing to see how good I drive here. Oh, God, she's got behind the tractor. Now somebody's shooting at him. Yeah. It's that guy again. Oh, look at that. Here. Wow. Every kid loved fire trucks, including me. Oh, that reminds me. One time I went... Dang it. It got killed right immediately. But that reminded me. One time we went to see Billy Ray Cyrus in this place called McMinnville. It was a high school he was playing. They booked it in the high school, I believe. It was a school. Yeah, it was high school. Or school, grade school, whichever one it was. I believe it was either high school or grade school. He come riding in on a freaking fire truck, I kid you all night. Long time ago. Indeed, that was the one that I brought it up on a stream one time where we rode out in the country. On a move to the country. I'm thinking of a stream way back in August of last year. I was talking about it. And Billy Ray, he come riding in on the fire truck. But when we was going there, it was such a pretty day. I still remember the beautiful sun. We seen squirrels eat our sun chips we had with us. During that ride, it was a beautiful ride through the mountains. We had to go through the mountains. We stopped at this park. She's going to get her a Hummer. Stopped at this park. We ate some sandwiches and sun chips, and we fed the little squirrels, and they were sitting there coming up begging for it, and my mama throwing something for me to eat on. Pretty day. My sister took pictures of the squirrel, by the way. She's probably still got them in her book somewhere. She still got her pictures. I don't know. She may not have them. She might have lost them in the fire. That's back when she was taking photographies back in... she was taking pictures in '94. She'd take pictures of the cats and the squirrels. And she'd even try to take pictures of the concerts. It was also the night that and I'll tell this too, but I'm going to go finish my tale about Billy Ray riding because I'm getting myself off. I'm distracting myself. But I remember that day, I played several albums while we was going up to the hills. I played Psalm 69, and Soundgarden. I listened to Soundgarden most of the way. There I was going to a country show, which Billy Ray, he ain't never been really country. I mean, he was always kind of like a mixture. But there I was listening to grunge, and then, of course, Ministry. And boy, my daddy used to hate that. He hated that kind of music, by the way. But I was listening to Soundgarden. Woo! I finally ranked! She's room 21 now. I was listening to Soundgarden. I listened to the album Bad Motor Finger, or whatever it's called. And what was that? The one they come out with Sub Pop. Live on it and stuff like that on it. And what hands all over. There I was going to a Billy Ray show, but I was listening to grunge mostly. I think I did play some Nirvana. Some Guns N' Roses, of course. The Guns N' Roses is always part of many trails. I'll tell you what my traveling albums are now, usually. I can't listen to Dr. Dre's. My mama complains. If I put rap on, she complains. Dr. Dre's one of my favorites I like to listen to. My mama, she don't like rap. Now, the funny thing is, and this is funny, I told her one time, she told me, you know those Friday movies? I love that Friday movie. I told her, well, guess what? You complain anytime I play those people's albums, NWA or Dre, or, you know, he was a part of a lot of it. I mean, they even got this song on one of the soundtracks where he's with Dre. I mean, you know, he was NWA too, but they would get out and in with each other. You know, sometimes they'd fight, sometimes they'd be together. They'd have their ins and outs and fallouts and back ins and back outs. But, you know, they started out together. It killed me when she told me she loved them Friday movies. Because she always cusses me anytime I play their music. Do you know, I guess it's sort of like she likes his movies, but she don't like his music. So I guess it's okay. She fusses anytime I play stuff like that. But my traveling music is usually Guns N' Roses. Sometimes Megadeth. Sometimes Motley Crue. And then you have the Nirvana and Pearl Jam. Whoa, there went somebody real. I seen them. They're probably going to blow me up. I bet you they come in to blow me up. Just watch out, we blowed up. Oh, Lordy. I hit the guy. There I was trying to drive right. Not be such an asshole. Oh, I see the Sitai again. I'm just going to have to close here in a minute. I don't want to. You're not supposed to do this on the interstate. You're not supposed to do this on the interstate, but I want that ramp, so I'm going to just break the roof right now. It's in a video game, so I'm going to break the roof. I can get him turned around. Can't get him turned around for those freaking trucks. I want to take the ramp. You couldn't do that if you was on the interstate. It's illegal. Don't do anything illegal. Beware of the eagle that's right in the middle of your back. Got you in a sack. They got you. Oh, she's going wrong. And they keep you looking back. Singing Charles Manson there. Ah, heck. I don't want to do that. Whoa! Ah, heck. I don't want to do that. Got you in a sack. And they keep you looking back. That's one of my favorite songs off that album. Don't do anything illegal. You know what's funny about that end of that song? You know, he was sort of telling you where he was going in the future. I got to show my ID, my friend. I've got to show my ID, my friend. I got to show where I begin. I got to have my ID with me. Of course, they were already sort of probably doing that back then. I got to show my ID with me. You know, there's a reason about that, don't you? You'll know why, don't you? He was CIA asset. He was CIA asset. That's what he was. He was doing the black and white war before Obama and them actually got it done. What Charles Manson wanted to start, Obama did. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, that was a real person. I don't usually hit him. Now he's going to hit me. I didn't notice it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it till it was too late. I don't mess with the real people. I don't mess with the real people. I only mess with NPCs. So whoever you are, I'm sorry. I'm saying that on my stream. It don't matter though. They done mad. Go ahead and just kill me. Go ahead and blow me up. Yeah, he's already mad. Who is it? I'm trying to read the name. I don't know if I know him or not. I probably don't. I don't know most people. Headhunter. Protect the targets. Or she's going right. There's another one. Oh, it's him. Same one, just a different car. Whoa, there we go. Lord, that was, what kind of weapon is that? I ain't never seen that before. It was like lightning. Oh, it's the UFO. It's the UFO. So I know she's about made it home. Yeah, there's the Pontas. And here's home. She made it home. She has made it home. And there we go. And I'm going to end the day. I'll see y'all later. Boy, that was some strange conversations. I went everywhere from rock and roll to Father's Day. All in between. I'll see y'all next time. I enjoy having more conversations. That's life, baby. It's life. That's life. I'll see y'all later. Just like real life, I'm bad at checking my texts. I do that in real life. My sister will sometimes see me stuff and she'll ask me, "You didn't see my text?" I say, "No, I didn't. I'm bad at checking stuff like that." So people, if you ever send me anything and I don't respond, don't take it personal. I'm not ignoring you. I'm bad at that with even my family. And finally, I got through all my menus and things and what I was going to do before I closed. I'll see y'all next time.